a $7,000 meal, a $50,000 a night hotel, and a $2 million parking spot for a yacht. This is the ultra-luxurious and extravagant lifestyle of Morocco's richest billionaires. The country of the rich. Nestled on the sparkling Mediterranean coast, Monaco is the world's second smallest country, covering less than 0.8 square miles. But don't let its size fool anyone. Monaco is a heavyweight when it comes to wealth. It boasts one of the highest GDPs per capita and attracts a glittering array of the world's billionaires and millionaires. It's essentially a billionaire's playground where every square foot is saturated with opulence. With a population of around 40,000 residents, it's estimated that over 30% of Monaco's population consists of millionaires. As for billionaires, around 17 are said to call Monaco home, which means the ultra-wealthy are everywhere. Residents enjoy a tax-free lifestyle, no income taxes, no capital gains taxes, making it a magnet for financial elites from around the globe. Monaco's residents can sleep easy at night, knowing their assets are not only safe, but practically snowballing under their own weight. Monaco's appeal goes beyond just wealth. Its pristine safety record, with one police officer for every 100 residents, ensures that high-profile residents can flaunt their wealth without worrying about the wrong kind of attention. When living among mega-yachts, designer boutiques, and Ferraris idling at red lights, poverty feels like an urban myth. Indeed, Monaco has absolutely no one living below neighboring France's generally accepted poverty line, €1,000 per month, which is roughly $1,100. Something more, no Monegasque, that's what the locals are called, even dares to touch a blue-collar job. The service sector in the country is reserved for students, or mostly for incoming workers from the nearby French provinces. It's estimated that Monaco's population nearly triples during the day due to the army of servants crossing the border each day. Thankfully, the border is just a formality. So, tens of thousands of workers come from as far as Nice or Italy, which are about 30 minutes away by train. Don't feel sorry for them though. They are also living well beyond the poverty line, as even workers in Monaco are living their best lives with high-paying jobs and great benefits. In contrast, the Monegasques usually work high-paying, white-collared jobs, or their own, well, everything. From islands to probably their own planets or stars. And while 17 billionaires call Monaco their home, only 6 are actually Monegasques. Prince Albert II, the ruler of Monaco, is the obvious billionaire on this list, but he's practically the least wealthy. The prince has a net worth of $1 billion. But hey, at least he lives in the ultra-luxurious Prince's Palace. It's a place where even James Bond may feel a bit underdressed during a party. But, well, it's also a place where one can meet the other 5 billionaires. For example, there are David and Ezra Namard, who have enough Picassos stashed away to open a gallery the size of Monaco itself. With an art collection worth billions, they're probably the only people who debate whether to hang a Monet in the living room or use it as a coaster. Both art dealers are on the billionaire list, with approximately $1.8 and $1.5 billion respectively. The $300 million discrepancies comes from Ezra's flamboyant lifestyle. He's the brother whom you can see cruising around Monaco in a different Ferrari every day. Next, we have Tatiana Casiraghi, the brewing heiress who married into the royal family. Imagine inheriting a beer empire and marrying a prince. Even Disney can't come up with such awesome success stories. Though she can tap into the royal funds, Tatiana has her own stash of about $1.7 billion. One could easily wonder whether she married Andrea Casiraghi, who is 4th in line for the throne, for his fortune, or vice versa. Talk about a she-boss. Then there's Gildo Palanca Pasta, who made his $3.7 billion fortune in construction and yachting. In Monaco, it seems like everyone owns a yacht. but Gildo's might be bigger than some people's neighborhoods. Finally, there is Stefano Pessina. You may call him a drug lord, but he ain't Escobar per se. In fact, all of his business is legal, and his $8 billion is a testament to his multinational pharmacy and drugstore chain success. Yes, the glitz and glamour of Monaco are all around. The atmosphere, the people, and even the air itself. And of course, these people live like kings. No, actually, kings can only dream of living like a Monegasque billionaire. Living the Monaco billionaire lifestyle. Welcome to Monaco, where excessive is just another word for Tuesday, and the yachts are so big that they have parking spaces for smaller yachts. This is the place where the sun shines bright, the water sparkles, and the tax bills are mysteriously absent. It's a place so exclusive that even the pigeons have trust funds. In the small principality, the phrase living in style is an understatement. For the ultra-wealthy residents of this luxurious principality, life resembles something out of a luxurious magazine. Except with even more yachts, faster cars, and an obscene number of balconies. Imagine waking up in an apartment that costs more than most people's entire life savings multiplied by 1,000. Welcome to the world of Monaco's billionaires, where real estate isn't just expensive, it's astronomically priced. Apartments like the penthouse in Tour Odeon, a 49-story skyscraper, are priced at a casual 300 million euros. Yes, that's right, 300 million euros. Because why not spend that on a place that comes with a private infinity pool and a water slide that leads directly from the living room to the roof deck? Forget stairs, slides are the new status symbol. Monaco's real estate market is so tight that when a billionaire manages to snag an apartment, it's almost like winning the lottery. Except the prize is a view of the Mediterranean and the chance to spot other billionaires with binoculars. And let's not forget that even with all that money, space is limited. So unless a resident is also into playing Tetris, the apartments in Monaco can start to feel a bit cozy. The true baller move is to own multiple properties. Some billionaires have apartments overlooking the marina, and others tucked away in quiet hilly neighborhoods. After all, when someone's worth a few billion, choosing just one view is for peasants. And while the housing market is definitely out of this world, it can barely cope with what local and foreign billionaires have parked in the marina. For Monaco's billionaires, yachts aren't just luxury toys, they're floating mansions with engines. The Principality's ports, notably Port Hercules, are packed with superyachts, which are the size of actual ships, but with more pools, hot tubs, and of course, helipads. What is a billionaire supposed to do? Walk the 500 meters to his home? Don't be ridiculous. They take the helicopter from their yacht to the villa, so no one can see them mingle with these lowlifes, the millionaires on the street. Indeed, owning a yacht is an essential requirement for Monaco's billionaires, like having an embarrassing middle name is for the rest of us. But when one walks down Port Hercules, there are no simple yachts there. These behemoths of the sea come equipped with amenities that make most 5-star hotels look like roadside motels. Private chefs? Check. Onboard spas? Check. A full crew waiting at your beck and call for when you decide, on a whim, to sail over to Saint-Tropez for lunch. Double check. But wait, it gets better. Sometimes even billionaires don't want to bother with their yachts. Maybe the color doesn't match their mood that day, or the pool temperature is off by half a degree. So what do? They grab a car, of course. And yeah, cars there are just as spectacular. If one ever wondered where every Ferrari, Bentley, and Bugatti in existence is parked, Monaco is the answer. The streets of Monte Carlo are a rolling car show, where revving an engine is a declaration of wealth. Seeing an intersection where Bentleys meet, followed by a Ferrari and perhaps a Lamborghini trailing behind, all trying to get the best parking spot, may be considered a sight to behold in any other country around the world. Not Monaco, though. Here, this is a slow afternoon. The luxury vehicles here are often more common than regular old sedans, which are practically unheard of in this ultra-wealthy bubble. Of course, there's no use having a supercar without somewhere glamorous to park it, and that's where things get tricky. Monaco is tiny. Like, really tiny. So parking space is as valuable as an oil painting by Van Gogh. As a result, billionaires in Monaco sometimes end up driving smart cars simply to fit into the tight parking spaces. It's the one time you'll catch a billionaire slumming it if driving a high-end Smart 4.2 counts as slumming. While the billionaires often are escorted by several luxurious limos and have dedicated parking spaces in all prominent places around the city, those with just 9 figures in their bank accounts often go on foot. The city's so small you could mistakenly wander into France if you're not careful. The only problem is that Monaco may be small, but it ain't flat. This tiny kingdom is crammed into a rugged cliffside that overlooks the Mediterranean, and that means everyone needs a little help getting around. Enter escalators. Monaco has public escalators and elevators scattered all around, which might sound a little bizarre until one realizes that billionaires are used to gliding effortlessly through life, and they certainly aren't going to start breaking a sweat climbing stairs now. In fact, the city has more than 100 elevators and escalators to make sure residents can smoothly travel from one luxurious spot to another. These escalators are the great equalizer in Monaco, where everyone, whether a millionaire, a billionaire, or a celebrity in between, can share the joy of being whisked up a hill at a leisurely pace. Monaco's hilly landscape has basically turned the entire city into a luxury shopping mall, with fewer sale racks and more private drivers waiting at the exit. These amenities don't just help locals to get around, they also ensure that the ultra-rich guests of Monte Carlo can effortlessly get from their ultra-expensive hotel to the marina or the casino without breaking a sweat. And sure enough, Monaco has become the global hub of the ultra-rich, the place where they come to spend in excess. Naturally, they won't be caught dead in an Airbnb, though those are also incredibly luxurious. Still, billionaires deserve more. Nay, they deserve the best. And well, if diamond chandeliers and gold leaf accents everywhere are not luxurious enough, well, Monte Carlo hotels can offer even more. Luxurious stay. When Monaco's billionaires aren't lounging on their yachts or taking a joyride in their Bugattis, they're resting their heads in some of the most luxurious hotels on the planet. But don't be fooled. These hotels aren't just for sleeping. They're for showing off, attending extravagant parties, and occasionally pretending to check in, because staying anywhere else just wouldn't do. For example, Hôtel de Paris Monte Carlo isn't just a hotel, it's practically a monument to luxury. Built in 1864, this iconic palace is famous for its glittering chandeliers, gold leaf accents, and marble floors so shiny you could eat caviar off them. And don't think no one has tried. Located right next to the Monte Carlo Casino, the hotel is a favorite spot for billionaires to hang their bespoke hats. This hotel offers suites with terraces that have better views of Monaco than most people will ever see in their entire lives. The Diamond Suite, yes, its actual name, comes with its own private wine cellar, because obviously, a billionaire might get thirsty for a 200-year-old vintage at 3 a.m. This suite can cost anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 per night, which is more than the average salary in first world countries. But the real kicker, The hotel's wine cellar has a collection of over 350,000 bottles. Let that sink in for a moment. It's enough to make a sommelier faint. During World War II, they even had to hide 20,000 bottles from the Nazis, which sounds like a plotline from a billionaire action movie waiting to happen. If the Hôtel de Paris is Monaco's crown jewel, the Fairmont Monte Carlo is its racetrack-ready sibling. Located along the hairpin bend of the Monaco Grand Prix circuit, it's a hotel where billionaires can watch Formula One cars whiz by their windows. Because, naturally, fast cars are as essential to the ultra-rich as champagne and private jets. The Fairmont features rooftop pools, private terraces, and some of the best sea views in Monaco. But let's be real, half of the appeal is being able to sit on a terrace, sip a $200 cocktail, and act like the cars racing by are all there for a private show. During the Grand Prix, rooms at the Fairmont can go for upwards of $30,000, which means that billionaires get to experience the luxury of hearing engines rev all night long and pretend it's relaxing. For the more adventurous billionaire who doesn't want to simply watch cars, the hotel also offers direct access to the Mediterranean, so they can hop onto their waiting yacht parked just outside, where they'll definitely be served more champagne. Then there is the Hotel Hermitage Monte Carlo, a Belle Epoque masterpiece that makes billionaires feel like they've stepped into a painting, except with Wi-Fi and room service. While the hotel may look like something from a bygone era, its amenities are decidedly modern, with in-room iPads, silk robes, and views that are straight-up designed to make Instagram jealous. The Hermitage also boasts one of Monaco's most famous spas, the Thermes Marines Monte Carlo, which combines old-school European glamour with cutting-edge wellness treatments. This is where billionaires go to detox from their daily grind of, well, being a billionaire. You can bet that any treatment here costs more than a month's rent in a normal city. But hey, if getting a seaweed body wrap while looking out over the Mediterranean is wrong, these billionaires don't want to be right. But being surrounded by luxury is never enough. At least not for the 1%ers. By all means, scrambled eggs for lunch simply won't do. Now, if they were garnished with edible gold or some exotic caviar, that's another thing. And thankfully, Monaco does not disappoint. Michelin stars everywhere. For Monaco's billionaires, eating isn't just a necessity, it's a form of art. The Principality is home to more Michelin-starred restaurants per capita than almost anywhere else in the world. One of the most renowned is Le Louis XV by Alain Ducasse, located in the Hôtel de Paris. With 3 Michelin stars, this restaurant offers dishes like blue lobster with caviar and sea bass, with a menu that could easily cost more than a family vacation. The wine pairings? Let's just say they're not priced for the faint of heart. The cost of a dinner for 2 here can reach more than $7,000. Yep, that's some family's grocery budget for a year. If one Michelin-starred meal isn't enough, there's also Yoshi, Monaco's only Japanese restaurant with a Michelin star, serving exquisite sushi and kaiseki cuisine. And for the billionaires who prefer their meals served with a side of jaw-dropping views, Le Grill offers sweeping panoramas of the Mediterranean from its retractable rooftop. Of course, dining in Monaco isn't just about the food, it's about being seen. Whether hosting a private dinner party on a yacht or grabbing lunch on a terrace overlooking the Monte Carlo casino, every meal is an event. And yet, even this is not the main course of a billionaire's life in Monaco. Indeed, billionaires don't just sit around sipping champagne. They need entertainment, especially the kind that involves high stakes and fast cars. Naturally, Monaco provides luxurious entertainment. Casino de Monte Carlo, the iconic gambling hall that helped transform Monaco from a struggling principality into the billionaire's haven it is today. Built in 1863, this grand casino has hosted royalty, celebrities, and international billionaires looking to try their luck at the tables. It's not just a place to gamble. It's a symbol of Monaco's rich history. Something more, it's a place with traditions. One can't just pop in with flip-flops, regardless of how much cash they flaunt. They need to be dressed up. Tuxedos are a must. Such a refined atmosphere makes gambling into something more than a waste of money. It's an experience everyone can afford, and they should try it at least once in their lifetime. Still, the stakes at this casino are not like those at a Vegas casino. Here you need to have money to play, not waste your child's college fund in a frenzy. Still, when the high rollers aren't inside the casino, they're outside during the Monaco Grand Prix, the crown jewel of Formula One racing. Held each May, the Grand Prix transforms Monaco into a playground for the world's elite. Super yachts fill the harbor, luxury hotels overflow with guests, and the streets buzz with the roar of F1 cars. It's estimated that the cost of attending the race on a yacht can run up to $100,000 for the weekend, and that's before factoring in champagne. For those who prefer to flaunt their wealth on water rather than land, there's the Monaco Yacht Show. Held every September, this event showcases over 100 mega yachts, some worth as much as $500 million. In fact, it was at this very show that Prince Mohammed bin Salman famously purchased his $400 million crown jewel, Serene. Docking at the marina during the yacht show for a night costs more than some families' budget for their entire life. True, the more obscure spaces can cost you only $50,000 a night. However, the two prime spots can go as high as $2 million a night. Let that sink in for a second. $2 million. Still, this is nothing but a formality for a billionaire whose yacht costs about $600 million. On the other hand, everyone can see the yacht, admire their impeccable taste, and of course, envy their immense wealth. You can do that as well. You don't even have to go to Monaco to take a tour of the most impeccable yachts of the wealthiest billionaires. All you have to do is check out this video next.